Hello there, this is fairbinaryoptions.com, and like the name of this recording suggests, we are going to take a look at what a true trend line is, meaning the line of the trend, and how to treat binary options when you are looking at such a possible trend line. First of all, a trend line is normally a line that connects 2 points. Whenever you have 2 points, let's say that these are the 2 points that you're looking at, 1 point here and 1 point here. So you connect them. This is a trend line. This is the Australian dollar, US dollar 1 hour chart that we are using for our example. And this is how a trend line looks like. Now, what makes the difference between a true trend line or the line of a trend and a regular trend line? As you can see, if you take a trend line from the highs here till the next lower high, so to say, then this one is pierced 3 times and price still making new lows. Now, what are the conditions to let's say have the right trend line being drawn, and how to treat this with binary options? Well, this is the purpose of this analysis and of this recording, and this is why we are here. First of all, whenever you are having a trend, an upper trend or a lower trend, in this case a lower trend, you should connect 2 points. This is the higher point here to connect, and this is the next let's say lower high. Whenever you have a trend line that connects at least 2 points, you should take into consideration, this is a downtrend, so you should take into consideration the previous lows that the trend made. By the time the previous lows are being broken, this is your trend line, and you just project the trend line to the upside. So we may just pretend that we don't know what's on the right side of the chart. So by the time price comes and makes a new low when compared with the previous low, this is our previous low here, and this is where price makes a new low. Our true trend line still remains valid between the two, so price is below this trend line, but just like that it is broken here. By the time the highs are being broken here, one should mark the highs and should look for the new trend to the upside to begin, and this new trend to the upside should start from the previous low in our case here. So the previous low, remember, you need to connect at least 2 points. So from the previous low here to the previous lower or higher low in our case, and this should go something like this. Let me change the color so that we are not being confused. Something like this. However, price, after breaking the trend line here, comes and makes a new low when compared with the previous low. Remember, so a new low when compared with the previous low, and this low here is 0.9338, and price comes here and makes a new low when compared with this. Well, this is the moment where our true trend line, and this is where we should place a text, so to say. This is initial trend line. Let me mark it with a different color here. So initial trend line, and by the time we have a new low here, so this is our trigger. Let me change the stroke for it. So our trigger, price makes a new low. So by the time price makes a new low, this changes our initial trend line from this area to the previous high, and the new trend line and the true, let's say, trend line of the trend should be from the previous high. So the highs remains the same, but we are not connecting now the next lower high, but we are connecting the next higher high, sorry, but we are connecting this high that has just been validated by this break to the downside here. So these are the 2 points that we should connect. So our true trend line now is this one in terms of the euro, in terms of Australian dollar and the US dollar. So let's mark this one as being black. Let's make it a bit difference so that we know. So the initial trend line was this one. And now we are looking for our true trend line to be this one to the upside. The true trend line. And this one is this black line there. Now again, what this means, it means that the true trend line of the trend to the downside is connecting the same highs here with these highs here, because see, here was a fake break or a fake move, and by the time we connected these 2 points, price is still in a bearish stance, and by the time we have this low here, so this is our trigger. From this moment on, you just can take a vertical line here. So from this moment on, the logical thing to do is to buy puts. Okay, so buy puts because you're looking for price still to go lower. So buy puts for that with that outcome, because normally price should just head to the downside as we have our confirmation here, until the line of the trend or the true trend line is going to be broken to the upside. It makes no sense to look at a bullish case, as price will just keep falling to the downside. This is the trend line or the line of the trend, and until it is broken, we are just looking for lower values, so buying puts. Now, depending very much on your expiration, on your time frame that you are looking at, then the expiration date may differ. This is a 1 hour chart, so look for expiration dates by the time of your confirmation here to be something like end of day or a couple of days expiration dates. And as you can see here, if you bought, for example, a puts option here looking for price to be lower at the expiration date than the striking price, then you have something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so almost 24, not 24, sorry, 12 hours. So end of day buying puts would keep you on the right side. Now, if you are looking to play it, let's say, a bit more aggressively on the short expiration date, then just wait for price. So this was your trigger. Wait for price to come and be closer to the true trend line, or maybe even retest. See, this is our previous rising trend. This looks like a flat ABC, broken and then retested. So engaging here in buying puts with really extreme short expiration dates, and then you should be safer on this outcome too. This is what I wanted to show you for today on fairbinaryoptions.com, how to treat the true trend line of a move and how to avoid fake breaks when trading. And when trading binary options especially, you should not look for only winnings and 100% profit, because that is not true. But if you are prepared in terms of technical analysis and fundamental analysis, then you should be safe on the markets. This is our intention here on fairbinaryoptions.com. Keep in mind, our official sponsor here is Lion Knife. None of this would be possible without the generous help of Lion Knife, so feel free to check it. Until next time, stay safe on the markets. Bye bye.